This video will show a supplier how to submit a service delivery plan update, which will feed into the invoicing and payment process. So I'm going to show you today how to find the SDP first from an email alert or in the dashboard, submit the SDP, inputting the invoice value, project update, and submitting and updating the status, and confirming the approval from the buyer and what happens next with the invoicing. Okay, you've logged into your Pro-vide 2 dashboard. And first thing you're going to need to do is look for the service delivery plan update that you want to submit for, so the milestone for your project. There is a couple of ways of doing that. So first up, we've got the service update actions widget in the center here. We've got buyer actions and supplier actions. So for each milestone within your project, we have two lines. Your supplier update, where you will submit your highlight report and billable value, and then the buyer line where they go in and approve or reject that based on the information you've supplied. So in terms of in progress and completed, any in completed state have been done, so you have submitted, and if the corresponding buyer line has also been completed, that will have gone through to invoicing. So to find the in progress work, so this means in progress, the work is happening, nothing has yet been completed. You can see your supplier line, and in progress we have a total of 18 actions, 18 milestones that cover all of your projects. So if I click into that, we can see all of the actions that relate to your projects, and this will cover every project in terms of the service delivery plan milestones. You can then organize by end date to see the next due actions that are up and coming for all of your projects. So for this one, I can see project 887. Next up is business change roadmap for me to submit. After that, we've got project 253, there's a benefit analysis, and so on down the line. So you can click in directly there and go in and submit, which I'll show you in a second. What is also quite useful if you want to see just at a project level, you can go into the sourcing icon on the left, click into your contracts, my contracts, and here are all your active contracts associated with a project. Find the project that you're looking for, so business change in my case, that's an active contract there. And within here under details, click in your actions. This is going to show you the service delivery plan for your project. So these are the milestones that are built below the contract and are linked to your work order and back to the submission at the ITT stage. So these are the milestones that have been set up as per delivery of your project. These will link to your payment schedule, so what you've submitted, and the end date will be set accordingly in terms of your delivery schedule. And what you'll quickly notice is for each milestone, so we've actually got 4 here, scoping, discovery, roadmap, and comms plan. There are 2 lines for each. So as I mentioned, one is the SDP line, the supplier submission line. That is yours, where you'll submit your update. And the other is the approval line, where a buyer will go in and approve or reject a submission. And once approved, that is then when the invoicing process kicks in. We've got 2 statuses, so we've got completed, which means the work has been completed and you have submitted, and then when a buyer has approved, again completed, that's gone through to invoicing, and we have in progress, so this work is yet to be submitted for and approved. So I'm at my roadmap stage of work, which I have completed. You're going to click into that line, and that is going to take you into your collaboration area. In here, if I scroll down, I can see the form where I'm going to submit my update and my billable value for approval. First up is the PO overview. So this is the PO line description, so the piece of work it's associated with. The total agreed payment schedule value, so this is the value as agreed in the work order, £10,000, and the remaining value available. So this is the total agreed value minus anything that has since been billed against that value, because you can bill against the line more than once. For this one, nothing's been billed yet. I can see that's £10,000 total value available. To submit, I can click Edit Value. I can scroll down, and we see the second section here is around invoicing. I can submit my invoice value within here. Now, the total available value is £10,000, so I can't go over that, but I can go below that if I haven't completed all of the work or if I'm not going to bill for that total value. So I'm going to put 5,000 in for that one piece of work. Now, that is the net value, so that should be the net value you're inputting in there. Once this goes through to invoicing, it will be minus the 5% management fee for Bloom as well. So you don't need to think about that, but you do need to be aware that it will be minus that once it comes through for payment. So I've got my 5,000 input. If there are any expenses, yes or no, you can select yes. And you can input your expense value within there as well, if that is included within the project. And if you need to upload any receipts, click in and you can select your file to upload. You don't have to. Next up, project update. So the highlight report. First question is just to confirm you delivered everything as expected for that milestone. Second is the current status of the project, on track, major delays or minor delays. And what is the trend of the status since the last report? No change, better or worse. Next, key deliverables that you have delivered as part of this update. So I'm going to say it's the roadmap. And what have you got planned for the next period? Okay, so I've completed all my fields. I can then save. And if you review, double check the information you've input, remembering that that's the 5,000 there is the amount you're submitting that will go through for invoicing. Once you're happy with that, it's really important, complete the action. So we're currently in progress. Complete the action, input any comments if needed, complete the action, and that has gone to completed. So at that point, a notification will ping to the buyer to go in and review this information, including the invoicing value. If I go back to my plan, you'll see that that has now changed to completed. We are awaiting the approval from the buyer. When the buyer then approves your submission, the corresponding approval line for that milestone will change to completed. You will receive a notification from the system confirming, and then within your SDP line, you will notice that the remaining value has dropped down by the corresponding invoice value, and where you've input your invoice value, that has been zeroed. Now, if there is remaining value available on the line, that line and the approval line will be reopened for you to then submit again against that milestone. At the point of approval, your supplier invoice will generate. That will be accessible immediately within your finance portal, and you'll be able to access that invoice and download the invoice as well. For further information on how to use this element of the system, the finance portal, please see the next video in the series. As ever, please do get in touch if you have any queries or need further support. You can call, email suppliers@bloom.services, or visit our website www.bloom.services supplier-resources for further information. Thanks very much.